In order to avoid being a part of that statistic, we are going to go through some helpful resources, tips, and places that will make your Arizona State University experience not only successful but enjoyable. You are going to see some of the most common places on Arizona State University's main campus here in Tempe and hear all that you need to know about them for your first year of success.
ASU has a health service center available for every student with insurance. They offer things such as massage therapy, acupuncture, x-rays, checkups, and STD tests. To help reduce your overall cost of the health service center, you can purchase a bridge service plan. Since we are busy students, to make it easier, you can either schedule an appointment online through the patient portal or walk in when you have time between class. The health service center makes it more convenient to take care of yourself, especially during finals.
Here on Palm Walk, you'll find a walkway lined with 111 Mexican fan palm trees. Running from the foot of the University Bridge to the Sun Devil Fitness Complex, the path runs for almost 4/10 of a mile, from one end of the campus to the other. Planted in 1916, it became a special tradition to Arizona State University. Always lit at night, Palm Walk is a great way to find your path and know where you are on campus at all times. ASU is a relatively young school, founded March 12, 1885, but that doesn't make it small. In 2016, we had more than 70,000 students enrolled, making us the largest university in the nation with 5 campuses across the Phoenix area and 4 regional learning centers throughout Arizona, as well as an online schooling option. Including grad students, our numbers are nearly 90,000. So it's not only easy to feel lost in the sea of students, but also really common. Arizona State, much like any other school, has its unique lingo and environment to it. Being a student grants you access to the inside information. Some basic info you should know are, first off, our colors are maroon and gold, and we are the Sun Devils. Our mascot, Sparky, is a devil who walks around with a pitchfork, and he will probably show you the Forkum sign. Holding your ring finger with your thumb so your index, middle finger, and pinky are up and spread, now you've created a pitchfork and can shout out Forkum or Forks Up to all students and faculty. Also, pay attention to the sporting events that call for a specific color worn to the games. Sometimes we wear all black or all white, or we wear maroon and gold. Speaking of our football team, Pat Tillman deserves an honorable mention for sure. Attending ASU from 1994 to 1998, he led our team to an undefeated season and a Rose Bowl appearance. He then was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, and in 2002, he left the NFL, registered, and was drafted into the Army alongside his brother Kevin in the aftermath of 9/11. He died in Afghanistan in 2004. He is honored at ASU. He is in the Arizona State University Hall of Fame, and each year the football team dedicates a game to him, wearing camo and his number.
Hi, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good. So, tell me about the SDFC.
Yeah, no problem. So the Sun Devil Fitness Complex is a great facility. We recently added onto it in 2013. On the east side is brand new as of 2013. All students have this included in their tuition, so to work out here is free for all students.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. And people who aren't students can get a membership here, which is, I think, $125 a semester, which compared to most public gyms, that's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so we have a lot of gyms in SDFC. We have 3 basketball courts on the old side of the gym, and we have a total of 6 on the new side of the gym.
Wow.
So that's 9 courts total. So you can come with your friends and play basketball if you like. We have, I think, 16 racquetball courts, so if you're into that, you can always do that.
Yeah. What about intramurals?
Yeah, if you want to play sports, but you're not, a D1 college athlete,
Yeah.
most people can't do that. So I believe there's an intramural page on our website, and I know at the start of each semester we have them all around campus where you can sign up for any sport you want, basketball, football. Yeah, I believe there would be soccer,
Cool.
racquetball. I would think
Yeah.
just a lot of sports, rugby, any sport you want. I'm sure there's an intramural league for it. So if you want to play sports with your friends, it's definitely a great option.
You guys also have classes, like swim classes, stuff like that?
Yeah, we even have classes that you can earn college credits for. So you need like 30 credits per semester. Let's say you get like 15 one semester and you're 14 the next semester, but you need that 30 to get your scholarship. We offer like 1 credit classes. My roommate last year took like flag football. They came out here 2 days a week and played flag football on our. Yeah. Oh, he told me it was awesome. It was. Yeah, it's 1 credit class, keeps you active and physical, and we have things like that for like karate if you want to learn self-defense and swimming. I think even basketball. You get a credit for playing basketball if you like that. So. And then there's also other classes. I know we have a dance class called The Grind, where it's pretty much you just come in and you dance, and it's like a group of people and you follow a dance. It's a good workout and it's very fun to watch. The people in there seem to have fun and it keeps you very active, which is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Arizona State also has a ton of clubs to help make the school feel smaller. They have anything from a chess club to a taco club to get involved. And since ASU is all about innovation, if there isn't a club for something, ASU will give you a grant to start a new club. Another part of campus not shown here is the Memorial Union, or more commonly known as the MU. The MU is an integral part of campus that everyone goes to eat, study, and just hang out with friends.
Hi, I'm Carly.
Hi, I'm Paul from the bookstore.
Nice to meet you. So we have a couple questions. Say I'm a freshman, I'm coming into the school year, what do I do? I want to get books, what do I do? Where do I go?
Well, the first thing you'll do is obviously you'll register for classes. But then, the one place you're going to want to get all your books is the Sun Devil Campus Store, which is here. We're the official bookstore of ASU, which means we carry every book for every ASU course. That way you have a one-stop shop, regardless of what campus you're on, regardless of what classes you're taking. And then you'll have a bunch of choices on books. So, books generally come as new. That's a brand new book, most expensive kind. There's used books. Used books are great because they're less expensive. They might be highlighted by a smart person. You never know. Okay. And one of the best things to do is get a rental book. And a rental book works kind of like a DVD. You can rent the book, you use it all semester long, and then you bring it back at the end of the semester. But the best part of it is rental books are going to be like 50 to 75% off the regular book price.
Wow, that's great. So how do I know which books to get, and is there anyone here to help me find them?
Absolutely. So the first thing, as I said, you'll register for your classes, okay? And then you can actually pull up your book list on your MyASU. So you'll log into your MyASU and you'll pull up your semester classes, and there's a little tab at the bottom that says books. And when you click that, it'll download the list of all the books that are specific to your classes. From there, you can shop online, but some people like to shop from the comfort of their own home, or just come on into the store and we'll help you find your books.
Sweet. So it's the end of the semester. Is there any way that we can return the books, and what do we get if we do that? How does that work?
So if you rented the book, you need to return it
Right.
at the end of the semester because you've just rented it and you
Right.
want to make sure you do that. However, if you rented the book and you do want to keep it, we do have an option to where you can keep it, you just pay the difference. Now, if it's a book you bought, say it was a new or a used book that you bought, we do offer buyback at the end of the semester. Now, that's not for every single book, it's just for books we need. But if we're using the book again, if it's going to be used in another class, we'll buy it back from you, and that's where we get our used books for the next semester.
Nice. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Earlier, we had talked about Blackboard and MyASU. So my job now is to teach you how to use and navigate both Blackboard and MyASU. This is the MyASU homepage. This is where you'll be able to find multiple things, and I'm going to go through each and every one. However, where I want to start is your classes. When we were in the bookstore, you were told that you can register for your classes here. Once you're registered for your classes, they will appear here. And then, as instructed in the bookstore, you'll click on your books here, which will then direct you to a book list, which you can print out, take to the bookstore, provide it to an employee, and they'll be able to help you find all of your books necessary and needed for class. Following up, you have the actual link to Blackboard. And this is where you will see a list of all of your courses you have ever enrolled in. But most importantly, this is where you will communicate with your instructor/professor. You can see here that my professor has left me an announcement that we have Exam 2 coming up and Module 5 discussion board coming up as well. This page is very helpful, especially if you are an online student in regards to obtaining information about your classes. If we go back to My ASU, you'll also find these icons on the left. Now, a lot of people don't know what these icons are, even after years of being here. So I'm going to go through each one so that you are better prepared for the coming school year. The first three are related to Google: Gmail, Calendar, and Drive. Gmail is because through ASU you have a Gmail email address. It is strictly just your ASU ID followed by @asu.edu. My Calendar, very similar, also through Google, allows you to stay organized if you want to keep up with your assignments that way. Drive, also through Google, gives you the ability to store your files as well as share content if you have any group work throughout your classes. Now, the ones that people don't know about are ones like My Files here, which I have open right here. This is where you can go in order to upload files strictly to Blackboard/MyASU in order to access them at a later point in time if necessary. Following up, you have My Apps. This is where you'll be able to go for software. You'll be able to first choose your platform, Linux, Mac, or Windows, as well as the category based on what you're looking for and what class it is for. You also have My Sites. Now, this one you won't really use all that much as it is designed for creating websites. However, if you are coming to school for web design, this particular link will probably be the most useful out of all of them to you. You also have the clubs and organizations. Now, you remember how we told you there are hundreds and hundreds of clubs here at ASU. You can see quite a few of them here. But the most important thing about the clubs at ASU here is if there is not a specific club and you want there to be a club, ASU will grant you the ability to start that club and you will be the president of that particular club. Finally, you have the library. This is, of course, where you can go to do research, but my personal favorite part about this particular tab here is the Ask a Librarian. And this is where you can chat one-on-one with the librarian, the people who went to school specifically for research, and they are here to help you. Use them as a resource. In regards to this page, I also want to show you academic advising. This is where you'll find the information on who your academic advisor is, as well as be able to schedule appointments with them in order to figure out if you are on track to graduate or if you have any questions about your classes or anything in general. Transferring away from this particular page, I want to look into finances. This page is where you will find information about your finances, such as the fact that you may have to complete your FAFSA still, or you may still have a pending balance, which will defer you from being able to register for your next semester. So definitely make sure to get that paid off as quickly as possible. Moving from this particular page, I want to also target campus services. And there are two aspects of campus services that I want to focus on. One is the health and wellness, specifically the counseling and the health insurance, both very important in my eyes. And second is the technical resources, where you can go if you have any questions about your clicker or if something happens with your computer. This is a good resource, and if they are not able to help you, they will be able to direct you to people who will be able to help you. That will take care of the My ASU. However, there's one more thing I want to show you. We're going to come over here to view my schedule. This allows me to see where all of my classes are located specifically on campus. You can see here that my Communication 225 class is located at ECG G-Wing 315. Now, ASU is a very large campus and it's very easy to get lost. So, I want to show you guys the ASU Go app. The ASU Go app allows you to find your classes easily. You can select your campus, so it is not designed strictly for Tempe. I, of course, am on the Tempe campus, so what we're going to do is we're going to search for my class. You can see that we already have ECG, as said here on the class schedule, plugged in, and it'll pull up Engineering Center G-Wing. From there, we'll have a specific location for that particular class, and we can even get directions based off of our GPS location to that class as well. Hopefully that will help you find your classes, and hopefully you are better educated about MyASU/Blackboard. Thank you so much.
This is the Student Services Building. It has anything and everything to help you succeed at ASU. They have the student counselors if you're stressed, advisors to help with class schedules. You can even study abroad for credit, and you can find all that info here. Houses and financial aid help. Pretty much anything you need as a student will be at the Student Service Building, or they can redirect you in the right direction. For more info and resources, check the links below.
As a D1 Pac-12 school, we have a lot of pride in our sports teams. Famous athletes like James Harden, who now plays for the Houston Rockets, shined on the ASU basketball court. 23 gold Olympic medalist Michael Phelps now coaches the ASU swim team. A great way to get involved is to attend the games. Students get decked out in maroon and gold and cheer on the Sun Devils. ASU and Ticketmaster have partnered to make getting your football tickets easy. Get your tickets early because they sell out fast. You can also camp out around Wells Fargo Arena to get front row seats. One of ASU's most long-standing traditions is the whitewashing of the A. Students have a chance to paint the A white on A Mountain before they paint it yellow the night before the first game. During homecoming, ASU puts on a bunch of special events like the Lantern Walk, the Homecoming Parade, and of course the big football game. During your first year at ASU, you can live on campus in the dorms. The dorms are organized by majors, so you will live in close encounters with people who share your same interests or maybe even the same exact major, so you can study together.
You want last name as well?
That's fine.
All right, my name is Grant.
I'm Riley. Okay, and I'm Ashley, and I was just wondering what year are you guys at ASU?
Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Sophomore as well.
Okay, so do you have any advice for incoming freshmen?
Oh man. I don't know if you go first. I gotta think about this.
Definitely study, take your classes very seriously. Like, yeah, college is fun and have a good time. Make sure you establish like a really good support group network, whether it's like your professors, whether it's your friends, whether it's like calling your parents every couple of days. Like, make sure you really do have a good support network for anything, because college is hard. Like, yeah, it's a fun time, but it is hard. So make sure you do have a lot of support. That's really good.
Alrighty. So when you're in an airplane, they say if you have children with you, you should always establish your own oxygen mask first and then help other people, right? And there's gonna come a lot of other things, other people, other clubs, and other distractions that are gonna come around, but you're not capable of being a part of those unless you yourself are eating well, sleeping well, drinking enough water, and performing well in school. So always prioritize those things and make sure they're done with excellence and done well so that you can stay here. Because without those things, you can't stay here, and everything else is an added, augmented part of your life. But if you don't have your school, if you don't have everything with that, it cuts both parts out. So.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. All right. Okay. What's your name?
I'm Prachi.
What is it?
Prachi.
Okay, I'm Ashley. So I just have a couple questions. What year are you at ASU?
I'm a graduate student.
Okay, so throughout your experience at ASU, do you have any advice for incoming freshmen?
freshman, I mean, I would say there's like a lot of new different classes that you can try out and just explore before just diving into a particular major.
Okay, so definitely like explore all your options.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what exactly did you major in?
I'm majoring in computer science.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Okay.
thank you. It was nice meeting
it.
you.
Ready. So my advice to incoming freshmen is I'd say find an outlet. For me, it was trying to go to the gym, just letting out my stress of school, life, and just anything else. Just find something that helps you just let out all the bullshit that goes on here.
Okay, my advice to any incoming freshmen is just to keep going. I know like my freshman year, one Friday night, I was calling my mom and I was like, Mom, I want to come home. I have no friends. But she was just like, Carly, stay where you are. It'll get better. And I've just heard so many stories from freshmen that are like that. And so my advice would just be keep going. It gets fun, it gets hard, but it gets better. And just to, like don't stay in your dorm room all night. Go hang out with people on your floor. Find a community that loves you. And yeah.
So my advice to incoming freshmen, as well as first year students here, is to keep an open mind throughout your college experience. College, similar to life, is full of the unknown. You might change your major, you might find a friend group, you might take a class, and that class might even lead to be your career. Just make sure to always keep an open mind.
Alright, so before I came to ASU, I didn't really know anybody, and because this campus is so large, it definitely feels like you are alone. But I went and joined Greek life and I got to know a lot of people, and I also joined clubs, I got involved with sports, going to games, just doing a lot around campus, and that's a great way for freshmen to get to make this huge campus a little smaller and feel like